Shit's still broken. Damn you, OBS. Damn you to hell. This makes absolutely no sense. It works when it's on its own, but it doesn't work when it's in a scene with something else. My fucking hammer. Start breaking shit. Oh, well. Anyways. Sounds to me like this is permanently... There's the ollie verb. I got my clouds in. Which is nice. Dude, seriously, I need to fix this. This is gonna drive me crazy. I'm just gonna remove the source completely. That's all I can do. No other choice. I have to add it back in. So dumb. Well, that worked. And there we are. No, I had a problem. I have a USB hub that my cameras are plugged into. And it's a fine hub. It works great, but sometimes the power cord in the back is a powered hub. Sometimes it gets a little bit goofy. And like that happened Wednesday, I think, was it? Wednesday or Thursday morning stream, something like that, and it just fucked everything. Like, oh, I started the stream and like none of my cameras were working, and you can't just hot swap them because OBS is idiotic. And like, oh my god, it made me just want to rage quit so bad. And I hate OBS. I hate it and I love it because let's face it, it's okay and it is free. Part of that though is that cameras and like USB and stuff, they're not good friends. That well. Okay, so here we got our clouds going down. I'm assuming that's standard clouds, right? Guessing. Sounds weird. Sound nice. That regular clouds. Like the first LED should be regular clouds. And that sounds like a delay to me. That sounds like the looping delay. So, what the hell? What is going on? with this thing in its playback modes. It's like they're not in the same order as the original. Now this came with Parasites pre-installed, which is fine. So it's A-O. Really weird. That sounds like Spectral Madness or something like that. This should be the Oliver. Which, yes, okay, clearly that is the Oliverb, the built-in reverb in the Parasites firmware. Okay, that makes sense. That should be like the weird delay thing that's in the Parasites firmware. That sounds really weird. Why is it making a chord? Yeah, it's new. I was gonna get it from Perfect Circuit, and then they just didn't have any in stock after I had given them money. It was a miracle. It was like an anti-miracle. So I just called After Later Audio. No, not quite, actually. I was gonna get a Monsoon, I think. I think that was the deal. I was going to get a Monsoon, which has kind of like different... It's got different CV options. I suppose I would have preferred it. But I'm looking at some serious space constraints in here. So, why is it now I get nothing? Oh, there's nothing. What is going on? What is happening with this thing? I don't understand. Okay, so that should be standard clouds mode. First LED. Absolutely not. What? It's literally doing nothing. What the fuck? That's the blend all the way up. There's just, like, nothing. There's nothing there. Not... Huh? That was obnoxious. Yeah, now it's working. I was like, am I running out of power or something? And I'm like, there's no fucking way, because I'm only using, like, you know, one module right now. So, like, no. That is not the case. Okay, I think I just confused it. Too many mode switches and weird shit in too short of a time. The whole engine just died. Which is, you know, it happens. You know, I've never really mastered clouds, like in terms of like getting those characteristic sounds out of it. Just sounds like a lame delay to me. What happened to the whole, like, oh, let's make a huge sound? I don't know. What's the point of the Nobula polysynth? In other words, if you have a module that's a polyphonic synth module, and you're not hooking up a MIDI controller to your modular, that's the point. It's not going to be utilized. But if you are hooking up a MIDI controller to a module, that to me is a little baffling. It feels like that's the kind of thing, like, you know what you'd do is you'd get that Waldorf KB37, that modular case with the keyboard, or you get the Create Audio Nifty keys, and you just build yourself a polysynth, like with that stuff. Now that would be fucking cool, I have to say. Like, you just custom build your own polysynth. You can throw a chainsaw in there, you can throw that Nobula thing on there. But for stuff like this, when you're dealing with sequencers and things, I don't know if it's really going to be, you know, the best choice. It's like people are just like, oh, it's polyphonic, oh fuck, I have to get it. Like, what? No, you don't. You don't have to. Do you ever work polyphony in your modular? You know what I mean? Like, how would I work with polyphony? I would have to run multiple sequences into the same thing. It's like, shit, man, that's a pain in the ass. Eat it. Just my 2 cents. This is just kind of like lame. I don't know. What am I missing here? See, that's just, to me, that's just lame. No, there's different modes and stuff. Oh, you know what? It might be the wet, dry, like, mode and stuff. What's going on? Okay, let me look at the manual super quick. All right, yeah, I'm not going to spend that much longer on this thing, I promise you. I mean, it's clouds. I have a full-size clouds. I've used it for years, and for some reason, this one is not working as I expected it. Probably just simply because the buttons are all reversed. You know, it's just in a different alignment and different arrangement, and my brain is messed up. Blending parameter audio quality. Okay, so that's the thing that I was thinking. Okay. So it's between that and the C save button. Let's see. Blend parameter, dry wet balance, stereo spread, back amount, reverberation amount. Okay. Gotcha. So it really needs to be on. That's the dry wet balance. So that's the stereo spread. Really, then should put. Oh, I see. It's meant to be flipped back and forth. Gotcha. Okay. Got it on the max, like, buffer quality. Okay. Yeah, so it's really what it's going to take is like a lot of just like careful listening, trying things slowly one. So yeah, it has a density. So it's doing the thing. So if we give it a quick envelope and a quicker sequence. Okay, well, it works. Cool. From that weird bug. Should do something interesting. I was like thinking today, I'm like, what do I want to do? Modular stream today. It's very indecisive. The main crux of it being, should I have drums, a beat, and so on? I don't know yet. Not yet. I don't have an answer to that. could use the actual drum machine. That's always a pain in the butt, too. My question is this. Could we actually do something like a group 7? Is that a thing? Is that possible? All right, yeah. Let's fire up some drums. So let's do that. See where it leads. Interesting. Instead of normally bitch about the kick all, super quiet all the time. Just run it to. Well, let's try it in the 100 grit and see what happens. That actually. That's actually kind of nice. So that's choice number 1. Choice number 2 would be to run it into the Eurorack psychotic mixer, which is my name. And it's kind of noisy. You know, or you use the T-Networks. I don't know. I'm disappointed in the kick-all. I'm very much disappointed in it. Just don't think it's. Holy shit, that's noisy. Holy jeez. That's some kind of interference between these two modules. Because it doesn't do it on the input. That's actually the mixer itself being that noise. Huh. Interesting. I wonder if I took this mixer and I changed the rail that it was plugged into, if that would change things. I mean, it should. I've got 4 individual power supplies inside of this thing. So, it's just like a small ground loop in one of these things. Because that's really audible. Like, that's craptacular. Damn it. Alright. Let's just do it the old-fashioned way. Just run a sample. Holy cow, that's coming straight out of the sample drum. What? Mixer channel's off. The mixer's just off. Completely off. It's leaking through the effects. I just heard it going through the delay. The delay isn't even on. Wow. Okay. You need to shift the sample drum to something else then. You know, that day that I put in the T-Networks and this mixer, something's been off in this whole row. And put the cable in wrong. One of them. And there's still that little part of me that thinks that I might have blown something up or wrecked something. I know, but that surgery means pulling this entire 2-row section apart, basically. Ugh. That's a lot of work. It's gonna be like a 4 or 5 hour job. But, it probably needs to happen. A little bit of arranging at the same time. But it ain't gonna happen this weekend, so I guess I just deal. It sucks. Okay. Let's go back to just the kick haul. So I'm using samples. And then we'll do something a little bit. Let's run this through CA. Help things at all? Should. But just get a stereo drum mix. We don't. We're gonna have to baseline. They'll get the model out for this baseline. Five, 6, 7. Okay, it's a weird rhythm. Doesn't seem like it actually fits 7. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. fucking cables? No, that's not. Let's run Platts as our snare. Take it. It's Platts. Alright. Put that to 3. Snare, right? That's the kick. There's the snare. Okay. Why are you not working? Triggering. Triggering. Not triggering. Hear it. It's just incredibly quiet. What the fuck is going on? No, I don't hear it. I hear number. I hear number 1. Not putting out triggers? Was that what's going on? Bruh. Okay, so this should be working. There it is. output kick. Oh my god. What a small red patch. Never thought I would live to see the day. This happened. Oh, terrible. It is just terrible. Plus one of the and it. Aha. Getting crazy with the cheese whiz here. Okay. Number one. Chain. Slow quarter note. It's a measure. Measure low. Half note low, half note ramp up, chain. Did it do anything? What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Now it seems like it. Okay, now we're going to restart the clock on this here. Okay, that's kind of cool, I have to admit. Tiny bit of reverb, just a little tiny bit. And it's doing every 8 measures in 7. It's doing a ramp up. Okay, we got the Model D. You two, quiet. City in... Holy God, this is annoying already. Okay. Step one on this fun crusade is going to be to tune this bad boy. So, yeah, that's the first job. Well, I'm 50. All right. So, I appreciate being called a Gen Zer or a millennial. But no, I grew up with hardware. When I bought my first synth when I was like 14, I had, I don't know how many over the years. That's why I use Reason. It's like fucking cables, man. Give me my cables. Okay. Let's plug the VCA out in from the thing with the stuff. Channel. You got for me? Got nothing. Okay. Who is putting out your info to? Is it part? I forget if it's part 3. CV out 1 and 2. No. It's the MIDI. MIDI out 1 is part 1. Oh. What? No. Really? Can it do both? Yes, it can do both. Okay. Take that. Let's not put it on right. All right. I should be getting something. What's up? Should be getting, at the very least, an A440. There's the A440. Oh, I hear something. Okay, now I need a reference pitch, so this is going to be sort of annoying. Forgive me. Okay, oscillator number 2. Needed a little out of tune. Not that much, though. In fact, that guy, we're going to make him our... We're going to put him as a triangle sub. See it. Square wave sub. Oh, just wait. Just wait. Chorus. As I swear to God, that's why I put this other FX8 in here. was mostly for either using it for drum triggers, which you can do, which is super, super cool. I've got a bunch of 808 and 909 samples loaded on there. Or for modulation effects. Oh, baby, I just nutted myself. Too much information. Just enough. Nice, fat, stereo, chorused bass. See, I had this cable all nice and routed. It was going in between knurlies and stuff. It had like a happy little path through the maze here. And I screwed it all up. Curse you, brain. It was better than this. It was all like windy, twisty. It's cool. Oh, I know why. Here. Went up to the left of this guy. It's like through the knurlies, under this knurly. It's like around the... I'm vaguely OCDing over this. I apologize. There! I got it! See, it's all like... right up to the Turing machine. Yeah, Complex 1 is a lot of fun, actually. It's a really, really cool... That's a cool synth. Okay. What key are we in? No, we're already in C minor. I can deal with that. Okay, but here's the thing. We need to synchronize the clock, because right now, it ain't there yet. Okay, we got it. That like cowbell sound is gonna totally mess with everybody. It's great. Let's do some cool gating weird stuff. Eight. Let's do like a rhythm in 7 here. 8 yeah, like that. Okay. So then it boom. What? My brain is confused. Very sad. There it is. Hell yeah. I dig it. Split this signal off. See if we can make the cutoff go up at the same time as the drum fill. Here it comes. Ready? Oh, that was fucking cool. Just a little. Come on, give me that 8-measure modulation. Ready? 1, 2, a bucket fucking shoe. Yeah, I think I've had one crash with Reason in like 20 years. Almost 20 years. I've been using it since about 2003. We also have the filter. Oh god. Filter contour. Loudness contour gate. No. Okay. Yeah. This is where the Model D kind of lacks. Like, it would be nice to have a separate modulation control for the depth of the envelope, but you really don't. But I approve of this message. Hey, Rick. Still got this cowbell. Just on the offbeats in a 7. Yeah, you were telling me about that, or at least I know you mentioned it at some point in one of my Reason streams. No, this mixer on the right is my it's my interface. It's a Zoom Live Track L20. It's nice, but it's limited as far as an interface goes. It's not. It'll only do like 44.1 kilohertz, but it does have 20 inputs and outputs, which is, you know, for the price, that's what I was looking for. Like, place to do scratch recordings. Got a whole drum kit in the next room. Everything's all mic'd up. I got snakes running through the wall here. You can see all of the cable madness right here. This is all running back through the wall behind the monitors into the next room. So yeah, it's a little project studio that a few friends of mine and I share. Like, I rent it, and I let one guy use it on occasion. All right, so this is the thing, and this is working. Let's get something else going. We need something else going, obviously. Duh. I mean, like, you know, kind of need something else going. I was thinking something interesting. Arpeggiators. Yeah, this is the thing that annoys me. Why doesn't the Turing machine do 7? It's a real bummer. Okay. What should we try to do? I think just a melodicer, like a lead line, would be nice. I was thinking about this last night. What started me thinking was this junction module really came in handy yesterday. I'm so glad I got one. Like, it's such a nice little utility module. And, you know, I have other attenuators and things like that and blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know. Something with the way that thing works, it's just friggin' sweet. And I was like, what's the most useful module that you have in your rack? Starting to think random thing like that. Sleep. Actually, I'll have to confess. Last night was not a terribly pleasant night. We had a Thanksgiving dinner. Sister, so my sister and I, and then her husband, his mom. Dad passed away a couple months ago. So we all got together. And she, the mom, mother-in-law, so to speak, she provided the dinner. And she got it from a caterer. It was not that good. It was kind of bad. And I have a feeling that something wasn't cooked all the way. Because something was fucking nasty. And then it was in my stomach. And I was not happy. Yeah, he was an interesting character. He was kind of a hoarder, and I'm not sure how you live with a person for decades and not notice that they're hoarding. But they were like cleaning out their house and selling, and he had like 30 emergency battery chargers for your car and like 50 bottles of suntan lotion and stuff. I'm like, what? How do you not notice that? It's wild. Like, I don't have a huge amount of judgment about that, but like, imagine all that money that you could have been using for other things. It didn't do you a bit of good. So, there's some kick drum. Okay, now let's start modulating stuff. You know, I kind of always have a go-to on this, and maybe I should break the pattern. Let's do this. Let's do a... So, okay, so it's not putting out pitch and gate information for part 1, because I just don't have anything plugged in, but is it putting out velocity? Could I randomize a few velocity values in here and, like, use that as just a random timed modulation source? I bet you I could. I bet you I'd like to find out. I'd like to try. So take the velocity out for part 1. Not that it's just clock linked. That's the only thing with it. Oh, it works. Cool. Put it in the twist control. It's hard to adjust when it's running. Like, yoink, knob, yoink. Quick, turn it up. Just give it a little bit of life. A little bit of excitement. See, this is what one of the things I love is the melodizer is an instrument. Like, you can just play it, like, just tweak the line, turn one slider up, give it some more probability. Change the rhythm a little bit. Hey, don't give me no lip. Don't give me no lip. What else can we add to this weird chunk of mayhem and 7 that sort of vaguely stringing together here? We could add a bunch of stuff, to be honest. Clavis Caltran. Guessing. Base module. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's kind of cool. Huh. And it stores presets and stuff too. That's pretty neat. Quantizer? Or is it just like switchable semitone quantizer? Yeah, okay. Yeah, interesting. I think sometimes it's like, it is hard to keep track of. But I guess what annoys me a little bit is that oscillators, I think all oscillators should have an octave switch. One of the things I love about both of these two up here, analog, is really nice octave switches work and they stay calibrated. Ensemble oscillator, it don't have no octave switch. Well, it kind of does. It's sort of kind of. CSL, fuck no, because that's an old school complex. This thing, the Weston, no. Acid Rain Chainsaw, no. But it does at least do semitones and it's all digital, so that's cool. You know, Plats, you can kind of do that, but then you've got, like, I got octave options in, like, everything. So the vector, you just take an entire sequence and just pop it up an octave. So transposition is never really an issue here. For me, in what I do, everybody's got a different. So I fully realize that, and I have no judgment for different. But I'm thinking of something kind of gooey. We need some goo. We can summon goo from a variety of sources, though. And then what we can do is use like a subsequence. Now the vector works really well. 7. It works very well. It's very happy in odd meters. So what we can do is use a subsequence of one of the parts to change stuff in the Bard Quartet and in our bar, kind of like I was doing yesterday, but it would be a lot easier because I'm thinking only C minor. Sure. Except it won't be it. That's fine. F minor's good. But we should decide. Or would like a flat 6, like C minor to A flat. I don't know. Let me hear something here. Transpose on. That's down to an A flat. See, I have to synchronize the clocks again. Yeah. I have to synchronize my clocks again because subsequence was not running. Hate that shit. Nope, you didn't take. Nope. Do it. Single whole note duration, I think, should be fine. Oh, you know what's going on? Because I never did actually set the time signature or anything like that. don't really set the time signature. You set the length of your sequence, essentially. Yeah, this sucks because it's never really gonna quite line up perfectly. Actually, if I put the length at 7, that actually lines up not bad. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. That should have been the change. So halfway through measure 5. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it goes a little bit early. But here's the problem, right? The problem is that my sequence is like off. Okay, so that's fine. That's doing its thing. Let's let it go. Now let's set up a funky patch of ambience to make some sort of blob of goo. Okay, we're gonna put this into arpeggio. Arpeggio. Gonna put this into. All right. That's cool. Arpeggiator. So this guy, we're gonna same thing. Second channel. So this one we're gonna go A flat 7 kind of chord, which is not a lot different. Let's make it really obvious. Let's just do straight C minor, straight A. Okay, so here's the idea. The idea is to take 3 of these outputs. This small cable. We're going to take 3 of these outputs. All right. Go into the 3 inputs of the chainsaw. Try to remember. Hold the case when I patch, especially up high. Camera's balanced on the case. Which is, you know, not the best solution ever. I think. All right, so then what I'm going to do is just take 3 pulses outs. Turing machine. They're just going to trigger arpeggiations. But because each one's going to be divided by a 16th note, you should get some cool. Then single output. Let's give it a listen at least to make sure that it's supposed to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Arpeggio menu. Let's separate our cues a little bit here, our rhythms. Needs the detune though. To be honest, I kind of want to build an actual voice out of that. Something a little bit more plucky and, you know, cool sounding, and just literally give it like a 16th note pulse, just tit the whole time. That'd be kind of cool. So let's do that. But first supply material. Cables for the R-bar always gets a purple cable for no fucking reason. For no fucking reason. There actually is a son of a bitch. Stereo. It's limited. All right. Where are we at? Stuff. Okay. So let's just record a buffer and thing. Ja, buffer ist gut. F for the flat. All right, so now we've got yeah, so that's kind of the thing. This guy, though, needs to go somewhere else. You need to go here. That. That, unfortunately, will have to go into 2 separate mixer channels. Boo! And we're going to pan them. Alright, so you hang on for a second here. Okay, but see, here's what we do. We just take a pulse out. Just actually, it'll be just a 16th note clock. All mine are being used right now. That's unfortunate. Oh, this is easy enough. All it took. Okay. Now, what I want to do is set up a little modulation chain here. Did this yesterday. And it was all about the junction module, but I don't think I need to do that. If I'm careful. So what I'm going to do is just simply go to, Jesus, God, the cables. All right. Just get out of the way for a second. Just for a second. Continue draping in a minute. What I'm going to do is go to part 2 here. Part 2. And then we'll go. So, go length. Length 7. All right. The only way to do this is to go length 7 and then like whole notes. Which is kind of annoying, but what are you going to do? So, then I'm basically going to be using the velocity output of this part. Okay. All right, so what I want to do is, first of all, turn everything. And unfortunately, that means... Okay, let's do a thing here. So we're going to take the velocity out of that part. I'm actually going to use a light up patch cable here for purpose, not just to make sense. Let's put it in the bottom. Let's put it in this one. What I want to do is take 2 outputs from that. And putting almost nothing. Velocity part 2 should be working. Make sure that it's actually assigned to that part. CV out 1 and 2. Part 2 should be part 2. Yep, it's all there. Okay, so that's all good. And velocity part 2. I guess I'm just going to trust that it's putting some sort of voltage. So then what I want to do is take one of those patches out of that into the playhead on our bar. Okay. Then theoretically, when the velocity here hits, it should pop this into the pink zone. Nope, not quite. So what we do then is just turn up, get it to a good place. There. So now it pops down, and then every, 8 measures of 7, or in this case, 7 measures of 4. See, now it's popping up into it. So So now it should automatically go boom to C, like so. It's going to auto chord change for us. Do it. Thank you. Alright, so then we're going to take another one of these here, right? And we're going to go into the harmony input of this. You see, I don't think we're going to have to do it nearly that much. Yep, it worked. I got it. First try. First fucking try. Okay, this is going to have to slow down. The rate of this needs to be basically like 2 whole notes. Alright, everybody gets a reset. Alright, let's stop you. Let's get everything else synchronized. Okay. Try to synchronize the sequencer. Oh, nope, it's not doing it right here. Damn it. Let's try that again. Worked, I guess, but did it change keys? Yes. Success! Okay. Anything else nifty that we... Geez, I'm not even using my clouds. I feel so bad. Well, I guess we'll kind of do a faux performance here. It's kind of... 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was fun. Interesting. Not a horrible turnout for trying to throw something together in 7 without really thinking about it first. It's a lot of slapdash ways, and things aren't like perfectly synchronized. So it's unfortunate because you're not really dealing with like time signature necessarily. Just dealing with like length of sequences. So problem though that the underlying lengths of rhythms are still going to be chunks. So if you wanted to have something that was like, you know, actual 7/4 time, then you basically have to fudge it somehow. So what I was doing basically was using the velocity output of the sequencer to change the chords in arpeggiator here and in the R bar. All right, and then, but the problem is what I did was I basically made a sequence 7 whole notes long. Okay, so that's 28 beats. That's fine, except it would really change 14 beats in, which would be halfway through measure 4. Instead, it changes on measure 5 because you can't deal with that. Oh, I guess I could have done it in half notes and then made it 14 steps long. Duh. See, that totally would have worked, and everything would have been lined up. You know, I'm kind of curious. What if I just did that now? Half notes, 14 steps long. Oh, now I got to go through and fuck around with velocity. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, son of a 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I don't know if that's going to work because I didn't try to make the velocities line up and work. Right. If this just works now, I'll be like kind of pissed at myself. Just a little bit. Not much. Live and learn, you know? We need the bass line, though. Alright, let's stop everything here and restart everything. Perfectly synchronized for some reason. Alright, let's do this first of all. Okay, oh, now you're giving me a signal. This is not synchronized, unfortunately. That sucks. Okay. What if we do, like, reset everything here? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 3, 6. And this is measure 7. 2, 3, 4, 5. No, see, it's the maestro wasn't totally synchronized, but it did work. Okay, it did work. So for future reference, that's what I got to do. I just got to subdivide it a little. So that means going by like a half note, kind of like subdivision on a modulation sequence. So, yeah, for all you modular folks, keep that in mind. Sequencers can be used for anything. Just put out voltages. Have to be volt per octave. I'm using the velocity output, so I could have easily just used a note. Just made each note different pitch that corresponds to a higher voltage, which is what's going to move my things here that are synchronized. So like pitch would work too. Might even be easier. I don't know. Probably about the same. So, you know, something to think about. So, like, if you wanted it at 0 volts, you just keep it at, like, C0, lowest possible. If it's an old school, like, you know, rotary sequencer. They used to have that little Behringer 182 16-part sequencer in here, which is actually a really nice little piece of kit. I've got it in my small system. It's a workhorse. So, for, whatever. Says Behringer. So, anyways, I'm going to take off. So, y'all have a grand night full of wonder and mystery, and I will probably see you Sunday night. So, thanks for coming.